Same 1 Corinthians chapter 14. It gets better. It gets better. Chapter 14, verses, let's see, 34. 34. 1 Corinthians 14, chapter 34. I know this is hard, my brothers and sisters. But in order for us to become free, the truth has to set I and I free. And then when you know where you stand within creation, and know that all of these things as it relates to man and woman relationship within Rastafari, much of these things we have adopted from the Europeans through slavery and colonialism. And in order for us to be free, our families have to be free. You see? So that we can move forward as a people. Where are we now? Chapter 14, verse 34. Verse 34 says, if you're at home, read it. Let your woman keep silent in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak. You hear that? Hear that, my brothers and sisters? Yes, the Bible says, let your woman keep silent in church, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience. As also with the law. And it goes on, my brothers. Hear this next one. Verse 35. And they will learn, and if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. You hear that, my brothers and sisters? Now, if the black churches, if we was to really follow that, or if the black churches was to really follow that, you would have to close the door on every black church in America. Every black church in the world. You're going to have to lock it down. If we truly followed that. You see what I'm saying, my brothers and sisters? Because your very nature shows you that that's an abomination even to say that. Aliyah, Rastafari. All the churches would have to lock down. Because if it wasn't, as I say, for the black woman, there wouldn't be no church. Remember that. Just look and see. The majority of the people that straighten up the church, or the black church, is the black woman. Not the black man. The black woman. You see? So if the black woman was following this about let your woman keep silent in the church, for it is not for them to permit it to speak, all the churches got to lock down tonight. And we have taken on this mentality as a people. And if you want to know why, it's because we aren't healed as a people. And there is a dysfunction in our minds. In the back of our minds, my brothers specifically, who don't even know any better, who honestly think that all you're supposed to serve, or all the woman is just supposed to just serve us. And brothers actually think that the only purpose that a woman serves is to serve. You come home after she just finished cleaning up the house, taking off your stinking shoes, stinking up the house. She just cleaned up the house. You coming home, popping down, get me something to drink. Walk past the fridge, get me something to drink, get me something to eat. Why you can't get it yourself? I see I struck a nerve with some people, but I ain't going to take too long on it. We have to reason these things, my brothers. And yet we talk about equality and justice, but we don't have equality in our homes. We've taken on this terrible mentality. Now let's go to 1 Timothy. We're still in there. 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy. 2nd chapter, verses 9. How do we stay on the time, brother? 10:40. All right, we have a few more minutes. I don't think I'm even going to get through this whole reasoning tonight, Rastafari. Aliyah. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 9. Verse 9. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh woman professing godliness and with good works. Let woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. You see what the brother's going right to Adam and Eve to justify what he's talking about? Going right to Adam and Eve, two people that never even existed, a fictitious people, to come to establish this argument about shamefacedness. And not even to braid your hair. Who are you talking to when you're talking about braiding your hair? Which people braid their hair? African people braid their hair. Who wear pearls and golds and diamonds? The African people who like to always dress good and look nice. African people who love to bathe. African people. You're not no Europeans. Remember, we taught them how to bathe. Aliyah? You see? And to walk with shamefacedness. That means, as a woman, you got to walk with your face down to the ground. You see? And you got to walk around looking plain. You know what I'm talking about, because you got some brothers and sisters right now that take this very seriously. They want to walk around looking plain. They don't want to look clean and nice. Get yourself together. Not to say we worship in vanity or material things, but you got to get yourself together. Make yourself look nice. Make yourself look clean, upful and bright, positive. You see, because some people are so churchified that they follow this thing to the letter. Working and dressing plain, they won't fix themselves up because the Bible says so. The Bible tells them, verse 11, let your woman learn in silence and in all subjection. Verse 13, for Adam and Eve, for Adam was first formed, then Eve. You see, they go all the way back to this fabrication. But that doesn't speak very well about woman in the Bible. Just from some of these examples that we just brought forward, the Bible doesn't speak too well, don't speak too good about woman. You see, my brothers and sisters. So now as we trot up within Rastafari and as we move forward within African liberation, we cannot adopt none of these type of attitudes within your so-called religiosity or within your so-called cultural liberty. Because these things are not African. These things came from the minds of the Europeans. They're dysfunctional attitudes. You see, as I said before, brothers and sisters, in order to fully understand the role of Empress Menen within Rastafari, we have to shake off a lot of those colonialist mentality, especially as it relates to the woman. Rastafari. Now, we was talking earlier about Asar and Aset. Asar married Aset, and they ruled together for many years. You see, they ruled together. Can everybody say ruled together? Ruled together. Not that he ruled separate from they ruled together. Not him, but through them, they created, they ruled, they grew vegetables, fruits, created civilization, etc.